Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, I want to talk to you today about junk fishing. When you hear a bass pro talk about junk fishing, usually he simply means he's not been able to pattern the fish, so he's just going out tomorrow junk fishing. Doesn't really have a starting point. Probably going to try a little bit shallow, try a little bit deep, try some mid-depth, some search baits, some dragging, bottom bouncing baits. Just lack of a pattern is typically what they're referring to when they say junk fishing. I fish about 70 to 80% of the time on the Detroit River and Lake St. Clair. My least favorite time to fish, particularly on Lake St. Clair, is June. During the spring, smallmouth are very predictable and pretty easy to locate. Typically, whether they're pre-spawn or spawn, they're going to be in shallows. They're going to be in the same areas year after year, or transitioning to shallows, and they're easy to locate. Once the fish have spawned and move into a post-spawn pattern, from my experience, they kind of scatter. Lake St. Clair is a big place to go searching for scattered fish, so it's difficult to be productive in your time on the water. So typically for me, June's going to be junk fishing. I'm going to head out with musky gear and bass gear. I might split my day up between casting and trolling for muskie and casting for smallmouth. In the course of this video, you're going to follow me along on a few different June fishing trips. The first portion of the video, my buddy Roy and I are targeting muskie in both the Detroit River and Lake St. Clair. We spent 3 days in the first 2 weeks of the muskie season, both casting and trolling for muskie, unsuccessfully. However, on our second day out, the consolation prize was a giant smallmouth. As long as drive for him as it is for me.
Right.
There we go.
You got you a whitey.
Or a bass. I got a bass.
Oh, good.
I got a big old smallie, dude. Look at that smallmouth.
This is a big net.
I don't care. I want it in the net. Oh, look at that.
That's a giant.
That's a good one right there, man.
That's got to be 20 plus.
Oh, fiber, huh?
That thing, holy crap.
The size of
Are
that
you
small.
serious?
Holy cow.
Let me get the bogas and weigh it.
Yeah, he's maybe a fiber. He's got some length on him, dude.
Dude, he's 6 pounds.
No.
He's 6 pounds.
Oh. In these last two short clips in the video, they were both shot this past weekend. On Saturday, my son Noah and I, we were trolling for muskie on Lake St. Clair in an area known as the dumping grounds. We spent 2 hours trolling for muskie without a bite. But while we were trolling, we noticed two very large schools of fish, smaller fish. So when we were finished trolling, we went back to those two schools of fish and made a few casts trying to see if maybe there were any smallmouth bass or walleye in the mix. After a handful of casts, we found out that those schools of fish we were marking were perch. Got a perch. That's what we just marked right there as a perch. This last short clip of the video is from this past Sunday. My buddy Rob and I were fishing for smallmouth bass on Lake St. Clair after an uneventful morning of muskie fishing in the Detroit River. We were fishing a large sandy flat, about 8 foot of water. We located two fish. One of them just cruising, we couldn't get it to bite. The other fish seemed to be positioned right next to a clump of grass. As I popped my Strike King Rage-Tail grub out of the clump of grass, the fish started hitting my bait. Really lightly hitting my bait. After about the third strike, I hooked up with it, but I only got to fight the fish for 20 or 30 seconds. It was charging the boat. As the fish came unbuttoned just about the time that Rob's spinnerbait was coming across the top of the fish. The fish spun around and swiped at Rob's spinnerbait, and he set the hook and hooked it right into the jaw. So we were able to land the tag team bass, and that was about all we could find. Could be weeds. No, I got fish. Finally. Oh, did you see that smallie? Yeah. Freaking huge, man. Oh, he's getting your bait. Yeah. Nice. That is cool.
You ready?
Yeah, bring him over. That's a big smallie, man. That's fun.
Dang. Give up, that's could've used a bigger net.
We're in there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my biggest. I thought you saw one. And then
I had her hooked, man.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, get on.
You go to the bottom of the face.
Yeah.
Didn't even eat your bait. It just took a look at it.
I
I hope that you've enjoyed this video.
That ain't your bait.
If you do, I'd appreciate that you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe. There'll be plenty more of these videos yet to come. Hey, more importantly, I'd encourage you to find a good home church. Find yourself a church that preaches God's word where you can take your next steps towards your relationship with God. Your spiritual life is the most important thing you'll do in this life, and I hope you'll take it very seriously. Have a great day. We'll see you on the water.